In this video, the Oxman CNC will find its home and get to know its absolute limits. This means fiddling around with proximity switches and controller settings. But first, the drag chain of the Y-axis needs to be mounted. Okay guys, so here I'm on the CNC and I'm here to do something small because I committed to doing something on the project every week. Now, February is challenging. It's a hectic month. A lot happening. Today we're leaving into the mountains to do some snowboarding, and that's a good time with the family, which is very important as well. So this here is the underside, and we need to get the drag chain on there. Drag chain. All right, check on the CNC. That is completely okay. As sturdy as it can be. Very good, I like it. Now this week we'll do some finishing touches. I hope to get the homing done with the machine, so the machine finds its 0 point. Yeah, let's see how far we get. First I'll put back the Y-axis stepper motors. I took these off to not damage them while trying the CNC hoist system. By moving the gantry back, I found out the problem that I put the drag chain too far to the front, and now this is a very tight corner, so I need to bring it back a little bit. I think that's not a big of a deal, so let's see how we can fix that. But I'll first mount the second Y-axis stepper motor, the motor 4 or A. So I actually was looking for some way to tidy up the cabling, because this is a very good position to do it in, but I didn't find anything, and it's Sunday, cannot buy anything. So let's just go with some old-fashioned tape. A temporary solution which probably will be permanent. Let's move this guy back to the floor again. Cool. So this would be a good angle. Now, if we wanted to move completely to the back, we need to have it 11 centimeters more. Phew. Okay. So of course I should have measured it from the start, and I didn't. And now I can see how it should land, because I measured now. Ha! So, what did we want to do today again? Ah yeah, we want to check the homing, huh? To do that, we still need the last proximity switch in place, the one for the Y-axis. Okay, this is the cable that's delivered with it, and with these connectors. I don't like those, but to check everything that it's working, it's usable, and then afterwards I can just solder it and make it good. So let's check the wires. Here's the diagram. So on 1 there should be plus 24 volts. It says brown, but I already checked it, it's not. So it's only the brown of the sensor, I guess. So if I go to number 1 here, this is number 1, found out it is red. Yes, it's red. So let's put plus 24 on 1 here. Plus 24, great. Our ground is on 2, and that should be black. So 3 is X, so we need to find this guy. 3, yellow. Then on 4 comes Y. Yeah, it's white. And now Z is 5. Green. All right. So what we can do at least right now is to check if this has 24 volts on it. Yes, 24 volts. So I guess the easiest thing is to check one first, which I'm exactly sure about which one it is, and that's the y-axis. According to them, ground is blue and brown is 24 volts. And then this. So this should be home for the y-axis. So now there's nothing. If there's metal in front of it, maybe it should... Yes. Now here's another problem I run into. The bearing block touches this bolt here. Yes, it does. So for now I take it out to replace it later for a countersunk bolt, which I don't have right now. So I connect one of the already installed switches to find out which wire is what. Now we should be able to find the other one. So is it the Z-axis? Yes. It is the Z-axis. So let's connect it. Let's connect the other one as well. All right. So we have all the 3 limit switches. They're all working. Now let's take a risk and just start the homing sequence. Ask the machine to home itself. Let's see if it does it. Okay. It goes the wrong way. Okay, so that was fun. Let's go over this a bit more methodically. So let's check first if the limit switches are actually triggering something. So this is where the machine starts up and it asks me if I want to home the machine. Well, we found out that the homing sequence is not correct. So let's not do this. So press cancel. And then we go to view. I need to press it twice. So here are the home switches, X, Y, and Z, 6, 8, 10. And they're now high. And none of them are triggered. So let's trigger manually the Y-axis. So this one should become low. If I trigger it, that's working. All right, they won't come low. And now I go to the X-axis. And you can see, if I trigger it now, it becomes low, so that's good. And the Z-axis also. Go to page, Another one, homing parameters, and that is right at the bottom there. Home parameters, yes. And here we see it, the z-axis goes to positive. And actually it should go to negative as well. So let's press enter. The password is just 000. Change it to negative. Good. So let's try it. Press enter. It goes up. It stops. It goes down. Now the homing on the z-axis works, but the direction of the movement is wrong. When the z-axis moves up, the z-height in the controller decreases. It should be the other way around. So let's change the direction of the movement first. I found that this is easiest to do on the stepper driver. So the correct switch to change the direction of the motor, of the stepper motor, is switch number 5. Okay. Let's go to page and then second one, parameter type, home parameters, enter, z-axis home direction, enter, enter, and now make it positive again, enter. So now if I press down for the z-axis, it actually goes down. If I press up, it goes up, down. Okay, so I figured this out on the y-axis. The home switch is working, and setting the soft limits is also very important, because the homing will put the position anywhere, but it's not very accurately to the maximum capacity of the machine. So you can edit that using an offset. So I will do the same process as I did on the y-axis off camera on the x-axis, so you can see how I did it. So what I will do now is I will home the x-axis. Now we'll go home. Oh. I don't know if you could see that, but if it goes home, it actually runs into the aluminum extrusion. So what I need to do now is to just adjust this limit switch a little bit, bring it a bit more inside, so it will not run into this again. And then later on I can just offset it exactly to the maximum amount I can travel. It just runs into it, so I just adjust it by a hair, like that. And now let's see if it does it again. Enter. So now it didn't run into it again. So X is now at 10. So if I move it, to 0, let's see where we are. So as you can see, we're close, but we're still having maybe 3 millimeters left, right? So this for the machine now is 0, but we can set an offset for that. So let's do that. Now to find the offset, I first need to put the soft limit. The soft limit of the minus position of the x-axis is in the moment at 0. So it will not move further. So let's make that minus 10. This is minus 10 millimeters. We will not need that, but for now we'll use it. So let's move the x-axis. Till where we're comfortable with. So now it's almost touching. For you it looks like it is, but it actually is almost. Yeah. So the actual zero position we want to use is minus 3.1. So we need to make an offset. All right, so let's go here. Let's go to parameter type. Home parameters. So let's see that. There we have it. So the x-axis offset we put onto 123.1. Enter. So now it's at 13.1. So if I move it to 0, can you do that with the jog wheel? Right? We should land exactly there where we were. This is 0. Let's see. We're exactly there. So now what we need to do is set the soft limit back to 0. The negative soft limit, right? So let's go. Boom. Now, there. Software limit parameters. Then soft limit position value X is now minus 10. We don't want that because it would move further away. We want to have this at 0. And I would move to the left as far as I can. I just press the button and hold it. It should stop at 0. There we go. And there it stops. I didn't release the button until it stopped. What we need to do now is find the other position, so the soft limit for the maximum travel of the x-axis. Soft limit position value plus plus. As you can see, it's 1200, but the machine capacity is bigger. So let's just, for now, set this up higher so we can travel there and find out what our max is here. So this is where I'm happy with. Oh. Soft limit position value X is, enter. It's exactly the same as the Y, which is great. Makes sense. Okay. 1,300 and 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Enter. That's great. So I can just move away again. Right? And if I just press the X button, it will just run until its soft limit. There we are. At 1,306. I hope you liked this more in-depth video on the Oxman CNC. We're not far from making the first cuts on the machine. If you made it this far into the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Bye.